Hello everybody and welcome back to Myst 4 Revelation. I'm going to start this off with a disclaimer. I do not own any of the music rights to this game. That all goes to Jack Wall, Ubisoft, Cyan, and anybody else who worked on it, which will be mentioned probably in the credits in the end of the game. Let's get back into the game, which was right here, right after we met with Atris through the crystal viewer in Tamana. So now we want to grab the age viewer combinations, the viewer age combinations for I almost said Riven, Spire and Haven, which will be in his room. He told us how to get them. The way to do this is by pressing a little button above this in his desk in his room. The desk in down a bit. Bring the sound down a bit. It is a little bit loud. Of course, that's also for the fact that I'm not that loud either. So I will start talking a little bit louder. Also, I like this elevator a lot. It's probably one of my favorite elevators throughout the entire game. Also, that glass effect is really well done. Okay, so we turned on that lamp. And then we can turn on this lamp. Anything else? No. Okay, so we pull this open and then press this. And there are the two books. I think this is Spire.
Spire, I've called it, for that's the image I kept in mind as I wrote the book that would link here. A soaring, rock and crystal spire rising out of dense clouds, like the watchtower of some gem-studded castle. Now that I'm here and am exploring the age in person, I find it to be exactly as I'd envisioned. Beautiful, yet so very deceptive. From the tower formation upon which I sit, an ocean of clouds spreads out below me. Rough stone steps descend toward them, ending at an empty terrace area. Created over centuries by the erosive power of wind, these steps are so evenly matched that I almost believe they were man-made. Yet, how could they be? For Spire has never had any inhabitants. Steps are not the only example of how the illusion I sought to create in this age holds true. Shortly after linking here, I walked through massive archways of stone, searching for a view beneath the clouds. As I walked, I felt as if the ghosts of a past civilization walked with me. This feeling was only enhanced by the beautiful harmonic sounds heard everywhere I went. I would have liked to determine the source of these sounds, simply for my own edification. But other concerns must take precedence.
Real quick. Oh, that's the viewer, not the capture device.
Having found the flora caverns and assured myself of Spire's ability to support human life, I'm at last ready to leave. I even feel more comfortable with my decision to use this age as a prison world if I must. Yet I am sad to leave it too. There is still so much I could learn about the art simply by spending more time here, comparing the age with my original intentions for it. Unfortunately, once I link away, dropping my Myst book into the clouds as I leave, I know I will never be back. And I truly must go, for I still have another prison age to investigate.
Alright, so now we have Spires. And to make one well-round trip, we're also going to look into Havens, because I don't want to have to come back and do stuff. Yeah.
Never be discouraged by a mistake, Atris. My grandmother, Anna, always used to say. Strive to learn from it instead, and you will achieve great things. Today on Haven, I saw my grandmother's words become truth. The broken ship merged into the causeway near Haven's coastline is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. A promise of intrigue and adventure, so palatable it made my own heart race with excitement to see it. I thought of how much fun the boys I'd met in Stoneship Age, Emmett, Branch, and Will, would have had playing in it, and almost wish I could bring their children here to do so. But Haven must remain off-limits to all if it's to become the prison world I wrote it to be. My sole foray into the Age has proved it to be capable of supporting human life, though of course none exists there at this time. Much of Haven's interior is comprised of a dense tropical rainforest, which is obviously teeming with beasts. I saw several as I explored, though they usually kept their distance. A few of the fruit eaters did stare at me curiously as I made my way under their nests. No doubt, having never encountered a human being before, they did not think to fear me. They might even have summoned the courage to become friends, had I stayed there any longer. Alas, I could not, for the weight of urgency was upon me, having convinced myself of the need to protect my Myst library should some overly greedy explorer stumble onto it. I felt it necessary to link home very quickly, taking only a few brief minutes to watch the sun set over Haven's freshwater lake. I swam out to the middle and linked away. By now, the linking book I used will have sunk underwater and have been destroyed. Consequently, there remains but one task to finish before I can sleep. I must write 2 additional linking books tonight, one for Haven and one for Spire, my other prison age, then place them on display in the library. I shall also have to warn Cirrus and Achenar to stay away from them, and tell Catherine, of course, when all is finished.
Alright. Now we have the 2 combinations to view Haven and Spire. So we're going to go back to Atris's laboratory. Also, I think there should be... yes.
Thank you, my love.
For what?
For everything. For this. And for showing me again and again that no matter how many mistakes we've made, the ending has not yet been written.
Yep. Little memory. All the way up to top level. And we are here. Alright, now we want to input... green diamond, blue heart, red flat, yellow ship, blue diamond. I guess emerald, we'll call the first one emerald. So green emerald, blue heart. Is that right? Well, you know I didn't tap it. No, I don't think this is the right one. Also, I didn't tap the thingy. Boop. I guess that is it. Tappy. Yeah, that's it. Okay. It just doesn't look wompered in the image. The next 2 red flat top, yellow shipwreck, light blue diamond. So, red flat top. Got it. Yellow shipwreck. That's it, I think. Yeah. And light blue diamond. Alright, should be Spire. Yeah. Alright, the next one. There should be a memory with this. There is.
Don't you see, Catherine? The new design means we won't have to go to Rhyme anymore. We'll be able to view our son's ages from right here.
Yeah, okay. And then the next one is blue spire, red flat top? I'm not sure if that's a flat top or not. But we have blue spire. Okay, give me. Red flat top, I guess. I mean, it's not that. So it has to be the flat top. And then purple emerald, green diamond, yellow claw. Purple emerald, green diamond, yellow claw. I really like this. This is cool. Like, I wish I could have some of these just set up in my room. There's Haven.
Don't you see, Catherine?
Oh, this is just the same. It's the same thing. I thought there was like different memories with it, but we already saw that memory. My bad. Alright, so now that we've seen them, we need to go to them. Yeah, wait. There should be memory. Nope, no memory. Cool, alright. Time to go. We will be heading back to Atrus's bedroom. Atrus and Catherine's bedroom, because the way to get to the Ages is there. As you can see, there's like light pouring out of two sides. It's because the prison Ages of Sirius and Achenar were kept underneath their bedroom. The light there is from the explosion as well. Also, it plays a little ding whenever you reach your destination. That's kind of just a little bit of funniness to me. Okay, so the first age I tend to do is Spire, though some people tend to do Haven first. I'd rather do Spire, so we're going to do Spire. Now that we've turned on both the lamps on either side of the bed, the side of the room, this allows the lasers to go up this, revealing the pattern that we have to play out. There we go. Hey, it's Myst all over again. I wonder why. And this is their prison. I guess you could say the Tamana Link Vault. Yeah, and it's utterly destroyed. So that's the side next to the that's how that area right there is the reason why we fell and crashed, and that's what you can see on the other side next to the elevator's entryway.
Patience, my love. We've almost finished the linking chamber. There's just the security seal to install. But we will see our sons again soon, I promise you.
And as you can see, the books are inside. They just has a love of pneumatic levers. And rolling spheres. And at first it may seem like you can't do anything, but there's a lever right here. The cool thing is that this massive thing is a gyroscope? I don't know. It's something along the lines of that. Which means that the bottom, the internal thing won't actually move, but the sphere around you will, and it's really freaking cool. So we're gonna head off to Spire first. And this is the escape linking book. Or that's just the linking book back that you can use at any time. Yep. And we want to actually do this. Okay. We're gonna do this. What the heck? Do that, because I believe there should be... And this is meant to be connected to a horn, but it's been blown off. And I think having that flipped over that way should allow us to get a memory, or it might be Haven that has the memory. Yeah, Haven has a memory.
Dad told me you never wanted to learn Donnie when you were little. That's why he never taught you.
I guess I didn't back then. I was having too much fun learning other stuff. I was pretty stupid back then.
Here, maybe you should try learning now. With me.
Really? You'll teach me, Donnie?
Why not? Somebody should.
Anyway. Honestly, my favorite age, or one of my favorite ages, simply because of this little view right here. This endless cloud expanse. It's freaking amazing. I'm surprised my graphics card is handling this as well as it is. For all I know, it isn't, and it's just spinning and I can't hear it. Of course, I'm running a constant 60 frames right now, which is pretty good. So this is meant to be an elevator, but currently it be broken, so we can press it, but nothing will happen. Yeah. No Ellie. No elevator. So we're going to continue moving down. And this is what we saw through the viewer. There's actually multiple memories here scattered around.
Come on. You must have seen it a million times growing up. What was it like? Father was writing. Mother was. Left of him. Who had the boat? I had the boat. Yes, I had the boat.
In truth, I think actually it was Aknar, but we'd have to check the painting in their living room, or their room, to actually know whether or not it was Aknar or Sirius who had it. But we can't really tell which one it is because they're younger in that photo.
I thought I was the only devious one in our family. But this... Oh, this is classic. No book, Father. No linking. Fuck! Oh! Thanks, Myst. Thank you.
Yeah, so he's kind of going insane. And these little things right here, these are important. They're very, very, very important. So I want to capture it like this. There we go. They're important. They're very important. Did I say that they're important? That's also very important. But as you can see, he's done something to it, because now it has like metal braces around it and a crystal growing. Oh, I wish I could go to Spire. Just like everybody, just like the next person in the room, we all wish we could go through everything. Now, I'm actually going to go down this little tube here. He made a little thing. This is another one of these things that he made.
Double passed through both loops. Beautiful knot. Let's just hope the linking book is down there.
Sorry, bud. It ain't. This is just freaking cool. We are now in one of Sirius's many contraption facilities, as you can see. Though we can't actually do too much here right now, we still need to turn a few things on. This... Oh, let's listen.
Looks like those circuit lessons you drilled into me in Voltaic have finally paid off, Father. Of course, figuring out how to complete this electrical network was 10 times more difficult, seeing how I had to build everything from scratch.
Yeah. So basically, he built a massive computer network. This is our level of technological stuff. That's just kind of a, yeah, he's got the ability. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to turn on all of these. Nope, not good enough. Well, actually, we don't want to turn on all of them. We want to turn on enough for this thing to work. The issue is... Did I already get it first try? No way. No, I think those are meant to be on. I don't think I got it. Though if I did, that'd be nice. Be real nice. Now this is unlocked and we can use it all the time. If we head up here, we have the second one. Oh, there was a memory on the other one down. We'll have to catch that memory whenever we go back down.
Idiot! You've run these calculations 1,000,000 times. Counterbalance the magnetic forces perfectly, otherwise the ship won't get out of the dock. And you do want to get out of the dock, don't you? After all these years of trying?
So yeah, he's using magnetic poles to manipulate everything correctly so that he can get out of the dock, as he said. So we do actually want this on. We want it on. So that means we're just gonna get one. Well, that gives us 4. Means we need 4 more on the bottom to make it work, but we don't have 4 more, so what we want to do is make it to where this top one's 2, and then we add full on the bottom. Or we do that. It'll work a little better. Okay, so then what if we went this, this, this? Okay, so now we need to make the bottom one full. Now let's grab the memory.
Okay, no slip-ups this time. I really do not want to lose another ship. Guard magnet is on. Docking station conductors are charged and ready. Here goes.
Yep. So he's a genius. The only issue is he's a little bit insane. So, alright, so now we need to figure out the pattern to get this all the way up. So middle subtracts, then I'm just gonna do this. Okay, then I'm only gonna have 1 on the top, because we can do that. Wait. No, that was just the thing. Okay. I was like, did it work? No. It's just the... Okay, Myst, please. Okay, now we only want 1, and that's easily doable. So we go... here, I think we have this, here... I think it's just 2. Not what I want. So then... here... here... here. Yeah, that'll give us 1, so it'll go back down 1 more. Did it! Alright, now we have both top and bottom on. So now we have enough to do stuff. Okay, so we're not gonna mess with it now. We've got that figured out. So we're not gonna touch it, but we're actually going to walk around the garden slash prison level.
Impossible. Every scientific principle I know tells me these rocks shouldn't be floating, and yet somehow they are. Don't know how you did it, Father, but if you can write it, I can certainly use it.
I think he somehow made rocks that manipulate the gravitational field. Which, that's incredible, first of all. And second of all, a little bit scary about how much power it just might have. So this is just like a little area that allows us to see these different machinations.
Has to be fake. Has to be. But will getting to it allow me to finally reach the ground? Have to know. Have to get over there.
He's becoming either more and more desperate or more insane. Either of those are a great option.
Remarkable. No change to its molecular structure, no buildup of illumination inside. As long as the crystal remains grounded, electricity just passes straight through it. Interesting.
Basically a perfect transistor. Creating a magnetic charge, which does affect the crystals, which is strange. Here's a journal. Anything else here? No. Okay, then we're gonna read the journal. No, not what I wanted to do.
It appears that I have underestimated him. I did not think he could be this devious. He always said Spire was dangerous, but I assumed he meant its people were violent. Violent and potentially xenophobic. The perfect combination with which to orchestrate a coup. But there are no people here. No prosperous civilization for me to rule. I see now how his linking panel fooled me. Congratulations, Father. This hand goes to you. I have established a temporary encampment near the vegetal cavern. The food I brought with me should last a month. After that, I will be forced to grow what I eat. The plants here are neither scrumptious nor overly abundant, but I have tasted several and find the nutrition is there. Turning now to the question of escape. I believe there may yet be a Myst linking book here. The simplest way for Father to have disposed of it would have been to jump off the palace as he touched it. There are other ways, of course, but I cannot ignore this possibility. I must at least attempt to reach the ground. This is fast becoming unacceptable. I have slid down every oddly shaped windpipe in this age, and have yet to see below the second cloud layer. I was fairly certain that at least 3 of the passages would prove successful, yet even they dead-ended inside a magnificent sealed cavern full of crystals. The crystals themselves are curious. Something about their inner matrix makes them susceptible to a buildup of negative charges. When I touched one, I received a terrible shock. At the same time, the faint light that had been emanating from the crystal faded, and I heard a very curious hum, which ceased as soon as the crystal's charge was expended. I should like to study these crystals more thoroughly, and will institute a plan to mine the cavern extensively. Last night, I saw lights flickering in some of the other palaces. It occurred to me that I might not be alone. What if this age is like stone ship? Father never could explain how Emmett and Branch just appeared there. He said the art was always surprising him. Could it be that the lights I saw flickering were made by other people? What I would give to discover this is true. After all these months of solitude, just to have another person to talk to. About the floating rocks. There is a phosphorescent green mineral running through much of this age which exhibits strong diamagnetic properties. At least that is the most workable hypothesis I have devised that can explain how the rocks I see outside my garden are able to float. This has given me an idea. If I can capture one of the larger boulders, I should be able to turn it into a vessel and thereby sail across the clouds to the nearest palace. The most difficult obstacle to achieving this will be maintaining the necessary altitude. I have noticed that these rocks float higher than the highest point on that palace. Forcing my ship to float lower than it prefers will take some doing. For the past few weeks, I've been watching storms move through the second cloud layer. They appear as flashes of light inside the strata. The violence of these storms does not reach me in the garden. I encounter no rain, barely feel the wind. I am completely safe here, nestled between layers. I do not know how this is possible. How could Father have created a world which exhibits so many scientific impossibilities? He never did explain how to write an age. He never taught Agnar or I the art. I wonder now if I should have insisted. The crystals I mine from the lower cavern are really quite remarkable. There seems to be no limit to the amount of electricity they can store. Unfortunately, this makes working with them difficult. So long as a charged crystal is isolated, the energy inside it remains trapped in its matrix. But the moment the crystal even brushes against a grounded object, stored charge flows out, producing a most amazing song. I should like to capitalize on this singing ability, if only as a pleasant diversion. It might be nice to hear some music in these caverns. Regardless, I believe the crystals can solve my rock ship problem. By affixing them to some of the floating rocks, then casting them back into the clouds, I should be able to harness enough of Spire's natural electricity to fuel an electromagnet. The attractive force of the magnet, combined with the smaller magnetic fields of the lightning conductors, should be able to lower the ship and guide it to the nearest palace. It is definitely worth an attempt. Another storm is brewing as I write this. I can feel the hairs on my arms starting to rise. I'm almost crazed with anticipation, waiting to test the first conductor. My God, is this what Father felt? Every time his hand hovered above the panel of a book he'd just written? Did he feel this much excitement as he stood poised to learn if his theories had worked? Why did he never share this with me? If he had, perhaps things could have been different between us. The first conductor is glowing. Here goes nothing. No, 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 no! My calculations were perfect! The ship should not have broken free. The distance between the conductors must be too great. I'm going to have to add more to the system, but if I do, the electromagnetic pull will be too strong and the ship will crash to the floor. So can I counterbalance it? Create a second electromagnet in the roof of the garden. I am going to have to start building again and capture another rock for a ship. This mistake has set me back years. But I am close, so close to reaching the nearest palace, and from there maybe accessing the ground. I only hope the linking book still works.
Yeah. So he's complicated. He's a very complicated person. has some water here, or at least some kind of liquid. Oh, I wish I could actually go to Spire. Like, all this just looks awesome. He made some kind of liquid that allows plants to grow faster. He basically made fertilizer.
Your faith in me is truly amazing, Mother. How long before I kill this one?
It doesn't look like this one's dead yet. Maybe a little wilted, but dead. Which is somehow strange. Oh, no. This liquid is coming from these plants. Also, this looks like some kind of injecting device. I'm wondering if he was either making a drug out of it, or he used it in some scientific process, or as a fertilizer itself. Or maybe just a nutrient supplement. Could be any of those. Alright, now we're gonna head this way. There isn't actually anything truly over here, but an elevator, I think. I think this is the main elevator, other than the one that we saw. There's two elevators. There's the broken one that we saw, and the main elevator that we didn't actually get around to seeing because we moved through the windpipe. We can call it. Yeah. We're not gonna use it, though. There's a reason for that. We're not done here. Still have the prison level to go through. This is his bed, which I don't know why he made it the way he did. I don't entirely see a purpose for it. So we need to take a picture of this.
Commencing rock test number 29. Yes, this should be it. This should be the one.
And he blew everything up. As you can see, the background, there's an actual room here, and he got rid of it. He got rid of it. So we also need to take a picture of this. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. This is his little desk area. Got different types of crystals here. Nara, stronger than any other substance, will need all the power the keyboard can take. Will even that be strong enough? If distributed across all three. I'm going to take a picture of this. Early partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total, no more, no less. But in what combination? Must find a way of dividing more accurately across 3 cables. Blue crystal test results conclusive. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples. Strong Earthquake-like tremors in lab when 2 of harmonies listed in musical chart were played. Could I be close to finding usable frequency? Lab is mostly rock. Alright, there should be other things over here as well.
What kind of a move is that? You had me, Father. You totally had me. And now you're leaving your queen wide open? Getting the narrow chess pieces out of you was more of a challenge than this.
Another slide! Yay! Oh, it wasn't that long. This is the spider chair, or the spider throne, or throne of spiders, chair of spider, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. The reason why we didn't go down a level from the elevator is because it would just taken us here, but it wouldn't have worked because this gate would have been in the way. But now we can easily just go in and out. Using the elevator, we can get to all 3 levels without having to use the tubes. So the tubes are fun. This doesn't actually do anything yet, because there's no power in the chair, if I'm right. So we have enough power to get to the 2nd level. Yep, all of these are conductors.
Not long now, Father. Not long before I show you exactly what a smart little girl can do.
Okay, so we need to look. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. We have 35 holds for electrical charge. We want exactly 35 holds for electrical charge. So I'm going to denote this with 35 E minus, because E minus represents electron. Yes, I know they're not really electrons, but I don't know how much power he's storing, so I'm just going to use the symbol of an electron as a unit of power because I don't know. And of course, now I want this up. And before we leave, there's actually one more thing that we want to check. Head over here. There's a paper. This paper is key 100, 101, 111, 116, 1016, 1066, 1010 1010 1010 1010 2 times 110 This is an important piece of paper. Did it capture everything? Yeah, okay, cool. They did a wide shot, not like the curly shot that it had. I was worried that it didn't capture because of the weird fish lens. Anyway, now we want to take that ship over to the... Where's the button? Oh, here it is. To the second Palace Island. We've already calibrated it, so now we can actually go. So we want to head up to the garden, which is one level up. Also, where does this elevator get power from? Is it running through the tracks? If so, that's kind of scary. I don't want to touch it. Could just die. I don't want to die from touching the tracks. Alright, we're now in the garden level. So in the top electrical storage right there, we have 4 holes. T, we're going to put E minus, T4 E minus. And then down in the bottom magnet, we have 7, 8 maybe? I don't know, let's see. Because I don't know, I'm not going to actually change anything. 7. We have 7 in the bottom. 7 electrical units. This all comes into play because there's a major... you have to figure out how much electricity you need without overwhelming the system of the chair. Because if you do, then you have to reset and do all this great stuff. So now I know how much electricity I can have on this side. I think all those are meant to be on, which means I've done a boo-boo. Wonderful. What did this do? Yeah, yeah. Bye-bye. Okay. I think all these are meant to be on. Question is, how do I do this? 3. I'll make it 2. Oh, it tells you the amount of tries you have right there. Okay, cool. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tries. 1, nothing. 4, 2. That gives me 6, but I don't want 6. That gets me down, but that's not what I want. Let's do that. Okay, so now I need 1, 2 more on the top. 2. Okay, so I need 3. Oh, I did this wrong. Turn off. Turn back on. There we go. We got 3. Hmm. I did this wrong. Okay, so if I need... Give me a sec. Okay, so for this one I need 2. What the heck? Oh. Nope, that's not right. That's 1. I'm not doing this right. 1 minus 1. There we go. Okay, so now we have 2. Go downstairs. And then on the bottom one... Yes, I'm using a guide because I was like, this isn't... something's not right. I don't know why, but it seems... Okay, so... Right, left, right. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. That's just max. Okay. Apparently there wasn't supposed to be any electrical charge out there at all, so... Cool. Here we go. Alright, we can now get to the second island. However, I have run out of time for this episode. So, we will venture out into the void, the really, really ominous cloud layer void, in the next stream that I'll do Myst 4, which is probably next weekend. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later, Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and to follow on Twitch. And I'll see you all later. Y'all have a great day.